What's going on, everybody? Jake the Happy Snake here, and welcome to the 4-year anniversary of Jake Wants to Be a Millionaire. Now, I know that this series technically isn't going to be turning 4 years old until tomorrow, because tomorrow is April the 6th, and this series began on April the 6th, 2020. So the series will be turning 4 years old tomorrow, but tomorrow is a Saturday, and this is, of course, a weekday series. So, yeah, there has never been a new episode of the series released on the weekend. It is strictly a weekday series. So I decided to do the anniversary episode today, which is the day before the 4-year anniversary. Now, I did say at the beginning of the year that I was going to be doing this episode on the Monday, but today is closer to the 6th of April than what Monday would be. Monday's the 8th, and today's the 5th. So today is closer to April the 6th. So I decided to do this episode today. But yeah, 4 years. I can't believe that this series is almost 4 years old. Like 24 hours from now, it is going to be 4 years old, and that's actually crazy. I can't believe it. I mean, I've done over 1,000 episodes of this series. This is episode 1045, which actually brings me to another point. 1,000 episodes ago today, so episode 45, I saw the first ever $1 million question in the series. My brother-in-law Dan was guest starring with me over I guess it was Facebook call, and we saw the $1 million question. He knew the right answer, but then we decided to walk away with 500,000. So yeah, that was 1,000 episodes ago, episode 45. This is episode 145. So who knows, maybe that means I'll do really well today. But I just quickly want to talk about yesterday. Yesterday, I got through the first 8 questions without using a lifeline. It was going really well, and then I got the 32,000 pound question wrong. So I dropped down to 1,000 pounds. That was converted to $1,000, and that brought my overall total to $62,143,442. So what's going to be happening today is I'm going to be doing the same thing that I've done on the past anniversary episodes. I'm going to be having the same number of games as years that this series has been going on for. So this is the 4-year anniversary episode. So I'm going to be having 4 games of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and that is going to be the Australian Game Boy Advance version. That is the version that I started playing at the start of the series, and that's the version that I've always played on the anniversary episodes. So that's the version that I'm going to be playing today. So I'm going to be having 4 games of the Australian Game Boy Advance version of Millionaire, which means I could potentially win $4 million today. Now, I don't think that's going to happen, but, you know, it is technically possible. I'm going to be having 4 games, so if I answer all 15 questions correctly in all 4 games, I will technically win $4 million, which would just be insane. Now, if I, on average, win $250,000 today, at least, then I'll win, I'll win at least $1 million over the 4 games. Now, I don't think that's going to happen, but that's definitely more possible than winning the $1 million in all 4 games. So, yeah, that's what today's going to be all about, and I'm really, really excited for it. The first game on last year's anniversary episode, the 3-year anniversary, was really painful because I lost $218,000. So hopefully that's not going to happen today. But yeah, I'm ready to go ahead and get started with this. Alright, just like all the other anniversary episodes, this episode features a face cam, just like how the first episode in the series had. And here we go! Here is the first question of the first game of the 4-year anniversary episode for $100. Which fairy tale character left behind a glass slipper at a ball? That would be Cinderella. Okay, that is $100. Now we're going for $200. The gazelle is a graceful kind of antelope. It's one question that I actually remember the correct answer in this game, but I'm not. A lot of these I'm not going to remember. Which of these creatures is a squid-like animal? Cuttlefish. Wow, I wasn't too sure about that. Okay, that's $300. Here we go for $500. Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson star in the 2004 film version of which TV cop show? Starsky and Hutch. Alright, that's $500, and now we are going for $1,000. Here we go. Dying in 1400, Englishman Geoffrey Chaucer was... poet. All right, there we go. $1,000 guaranteed. Very, very nice. So, no matter what happens in this game, I'm going to win at least $1,000. So we're 10 questions away from 1 million. Still have all 3 lifelines. We're in good shape. Like I said, we're sitting on a safety net level. So here we go for $2,000. Which of these is a castrated male horse? B, right? Gelding? Pretty sure? I remember this one being one of those ones I always got wrong, because I think I always said colt or stallion. B, final answer. Good. Okay. Very, very nice. $2,000. Very, very good. Alright, that's 6 questions out of the way. Can I repeat what I did yesterday? Get through the first 8 without using a lifeline? I don't know. It's a different version, so it's hard to say. Here we go for $4,000. What occupation had Joseph, husband of the Virgin Mary? Carpenter. Final answer. Alright, this is going well so far. This is going really well. I don't want to mess this up at all. So, we've got $4,000, still all 3 lifelines. We are now going for $8,000. Let's see what the question is. I don't want to be stupid. If I don't know it, I gotta play it safe. The factorial of 4. So, about, what, 3 weeks ago, I did the pi episode, released on March 14th, and I proved in there that my math skills are not very good. 24 maybe? Would that make sense? C or D? You know what? Let's just play it safe. I know this is embarrassing and there are probably people calling me an idiot right now, but I just... 24 was my guess, but I wasn't sure about that. Anyways, at least the audience confirmed it. I'm going to go ahead and say D, final answer. You know what, though? I just want to be safe. At least if I happen to get that question in one of the next 3 games, I will for sure know the right answer. That would be very nice. Okay, so we got $8,000. We have 2 lifelines left. Now we're going for $16,000. We're in a very risky position here. I want to get to at least $32,000, but with that 50-50, it's going to make things interesting. Here we go, $16,000 question. Selangor is a state of which country? India, Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia. I'm not sure about this. I don't like... My 2 least favorite subjects, math and geography, right in a row. I don't know this. I'm going to play this safe and phone a friend. And hopefully they can give me the right answer. Please. Let's see. What do they think? Malaysia. Alright, I will trust that. C, Malaysia. Final answer. Okay, thank you, phone a friend. So that leaves us with the 50-50. This is going to be really interesting. If I don't know this, I'll probably use it, take a guess, and more than likely my guess will be wrong because that always seems to be the case. We're 6 away from the $1 million. Still have the 50-50. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. I really hope so. Here we go. $32,000 question. The headquarters of car maker BMW are in which city? Man. Hamburg. That sounds right to me. Okay, I'm really gonna try to focus on this one before I use the 50-50. Trying to remember. I think I remember this question, but see if I don't remember certain options, then like if they don't stick out in my head, then I don't think they're right. So like D doesn't. I don't think D. It's D. That doesn't sound right. A doesn't really sound right. I think it's either B or C. I really think it's Hamburg. But you know what? Like this is gonna be one of those situations. I'm gonna use the 50-50. I'm gonna go with Hamburg, and it's gonna be the other one, probably C. Well, 50-50 and see what we're left with. Wow. Okay. You know what? New plan. C. Final answer. Yeah! Okay, I was gonna say, I really didn't think D sounded right to me. Okay! The 50-50 actually saved me there. Good. $32,000 guaranteed. That's awesome. So, we are now 5 away from the million. No more lifelines, so it's gonna be tough. But you know what? Ben and I did it on episode 412 in this particular version of the game. Here we go. $64,000 question. Which actor starred in the Australian films Bliss and Cozy? Hugo Weaving? Maybe? Does that ring a bell to me? Barry Otto, Hugo Weaving, Gary McDonald, Max Cullen. Well, it's a free guess. I'm not going to be risking anything on this. I have no lifelines. There's no point in walking away. I'm going to go with Hugo Weaving. That sounds right to me, but that doesn't mean it is right. But that's the one I'm going to go with. B, final answer. Barry Otto. Okay. Well, you know, I tried. That's still a decent amount on the first game. That's what I won on the first game in last year's anniversary episode, but I lost nothing in this first game. Last year in the first game, I lost $218,000. It was painful. So $32,000 in the first game. Now I'm going to regroup and get ready for the second game. All right, it is time to get started with game 2. So here we go. Here is the first question for $100. Which type of book chiefly contains maps? Atlas. All right, $100. Here we go for $200. In which city is the Australian War Memorial? Canberra. $200. Now we're going for $300. How many seconds are in 4 minutes? 240. That is $300. Okay, here we go for $500. A D&M is a serious conversation meaning deep and meaningful. That's $500, and now we're going $4,000. Taken to find out general opinion is an official straw poll. There we go. $1,000 guaranteed. Very, very nice. So we are 10 questions away from $1 million. All right. All the lifelines are still there. Let's move on to the $2,000 question. Here we go. The outer layer of the human skin. Well, it's not this one. I had an infection here, actually, 11 years ago, and it was painful. But it's epidermis. No, I don't want to ask the audience. Epidermis, final answer. Okay. That is $2,000. Very, very nice. All right, let's move on to question 7 for $4,000. The Sydney Harbor Bridge is what type of bridge? Pretty sure it's arch. So, you know what? I'm going to go with that. C. Final answer. Good. All right. We are on our way to possibly tying my record from the last game. I got through the first 8 without using a lifeline in the previous game, and I've gotten through 7 now. I still have all 3 lifelines, so this is going well. We're going for $8,000 now. Let's see what the question is. Question 8. U.S. athletics star Marion Jones did not win Olympic gold at Sydney in which of these events? It's either B or C. I think it might be C, but I'm not sure on it. I'm going to play this safe. I'm going to ask the audience. Okay. Looks like the audience think that it's B. I was thinking C, but I had to narrow down to those two. So long jump. Okay, I'm going to trust that. No, don't use the 50-50. Long jump. Final answer. All right, thank you, audience. So that is $8,000. We still have the 50-50, and we still have the phone a friend. Okay. Let's move on to question 9 for $16,000. If I can get through this without using a lifeline, that would be awesome. Which Israel Prime Minister was assassinated in 1995? I remember having this question. I can't remember. I will phone a friend. I think it's A or C. I'm thinking C, but I don't... That's why the lifelines are there. I'll say D, Rabin, final answer. I made the right call phoning a friend because I was thinking A or C. If I had used a 50-50 and it kept one of those two, then I would be out of the game by now. So good. Good use of the phone a friend, $16,000. We still have the 50-50. We're 6 away from the million. This could be potentially dangerous. If I don't know the answer to this, I use a 50-50, I could be winning 1,000 in this game. Here we go. $32,000 question. In ancient Egyptian mythology, who is the god of the sun? I think it's Ra. Pretty sure it's D. I'm going to go with D. Try to save that 50-50. Yeah! Okay, good. Very nice. That is $32,000, and that's guaranteed. We are 5 questions away from the million. Still have the 50-50. We're in good shape now. All right, let's see how far we can go. Sitting on a safety net level of 32,000. Here we go for $64,000. The Strait of Malacca separates which Indonesian island from Malaysia? I think it's A. Final answer. Oh my gosh. Yes! I was scared on that one. I wasn't overly sure. I thought if it wasn't A, it was going to be C. Okay, this is getting good. We got $64,000. We're 4 away from the million. Still have the 50-50. Here we go for $125,000. This is getting exciting. The SI unit of pressure, I remember this one. It's Pascal. I'm being 100% legit. I do remember this one. Pascal. I just want to make absolute sure that I'm not, I'm not thinking too quickly. Candela, Tesla. No, it's Pascal. I'm going to go with D. Final answer. Yes! Holy crap, this is getting really interesting. 125,000. We are now 3 away from the million. I still have the 50-50. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Question 13 for $250,000. Oh my goodness. What year did Australian coach company Cobb & Co. and its horse-drawn services? 1914, 1924, 1934. I'm trying to think, did I have this before? This one was 110 years ago. This one was 100 years ago. This one was 120 years ago. And this one was 90 years ago. So I'm not really sure if that helps. No, it definitely doesn't. So I'm going to use a 50-50. But the next thing I'm going to have to think about is, am I going to want to risk 93,000 or am I going to want to go for the 250? That's what I'm going to have to really think about. I wish I could kind of come up with an answer before I use a 50-50. Do I think it's 1904? I should pick an answer before 50-50 and then go with that if it's left there. If it's not left there, then maybe I'll walk away. That's what I should do. I think my answer will probably be 1904, but I don't know. It might not be that. Maybe it's 34. Oh boy, this is tough. Okay, I'm going to use the 50-50. You know what? Screw what I just said. I'm going to go with A, 1914. A, final answer. Oh, man. That is really unfortunate because I was so proud of making it past the $64,000 level and the $125,000 level without needing to use the 50-50. That was really that's too bad. Okay, well, so there's still 2 games left. We're only halfway through. So let's move on to the third game and hopefully I can do a little bit better. Well, that is unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know, I'm going to have to try to find a way to get past that. So let's move on to game 3. Here's the first question for $100. Saskatchewan is a province in Canada. That's where my grandmother was born, so I should know what that... And, you know, I've been there a couple times in my life. Okay, $200 question. The name of which state capital has the fewest letters? Perth? $200. Now we're going for $300. The RSPCA is the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. It's $300. Here we go for $500. Arrivederci is an internet injection meaning goodbye for now in Italian. Alright, $500. And now we're going for 1,000. Here we go. Which of these is synonymous with the British government? Whitehall. There we go. $1,000 guaranteed. Very, very nice. We are 10 away now from $1 million. Sell all 3 lifelines. I'd like to get back to where I was. It's going to be tough. But we will see. Here's the first question Here's the next question. That's the first question. Here's the next question for $2,000. The launching site of U.S. crewed space flights in which state is Cape Canaveral? Florida. Yes! Okay. I wasn't sure if it was Florida, California, or Georgia. So, basically any of the ones that ended in A. There we go. That is $2,000. Next question is for $4,000. Let's see what it is. What occupation had Joseph, husband of the Virgin Mary? Carpenter. Final answer. Good. All right. So that's $4,000. Very, very nice. All right, let's just take it. Deep breath. We're going for $8,000 now. Still have all 3 lifelines. Let's take a look at the question. The hairy-nosed wombat is the faunal emblem of which Australian state? I want to say Tasmania, but I'm not sure. I'm going to play it safe and ask the audience. I guess I could have 50-50'd on this, but half the audience say that it's B. What was B? South Australia? South Australia. Okay, so B is my final answer. Tasmania got the lowest percentage, actually, so made the right call there. If I had 50-50, knowing my luck, I probably would have left B and D, and I would have gone with D, and I would have been out of the game by now. So we got $8,000. We're going for $16,000, so 2 lifelines. If I could get past this without having to use one of those lifelines, that would be really, really nice. $16,000 question. Here we go. Which of these elements is represented in the cutlery abbreviation EPNS? I'm just gonna say silver because, well, I'll wait to see if it's right first. Yeah, okay, cutlery, silver. Cutlery is silver. That's kind of where I got that from. Maybe that has nothing to do with it. Maybe I just got incredibly lucky. I don't know. But anyways, I got it right, so that's good. That's $16,000. We're 6 away from the million. Still 2 lifelines. Let's not mess this up. $32,000 question. Here we go. The Livid Rock Festival began as a show for local acts in which city? I don't know. I'm gonna phone a friend. And hopefully the phone a friend will know the answer. If they come back and say I have no idea, then this could potentially result in me winning $1,000. Come on, please. Okay, I'm gonna use the 50-50. Adelaide, final answer. That's 2 games in a row that the 50-50 has ruined me. That is super frustrating. All right, we are 75% of the way through. There's still 1 game left to be played. My last chance to win the $1 million. So let's try to make it happen. Here we go. Here's the last $100 question of the episode. England's David Beckham is a superstar in soccer. Okay. That's $100. Here we go for $200. According to the nursery rhyme, there was an old woman who lived in a shoe. $200. Here we go for 300. Something askew is said to be askew with. That is $300. Now we are going for 500. Normally following a company's name is what abbreviation for limited? That would be LTD. Okay. That is $500. Here we go for 1,000. The word mural ultimately derives from the Latin for wall. That's something I learned from Wizards of Waverly Place. And there we go. That's $1,000 guaranteed. So, no matter what happens in this episode, I'm going to win at least $66,000 at least. But we can do better. We're 10 away from the million. So of all 3 lifelines, let's take a look now at the $2,000 question for this game. The radius is a bone in which part of the body? Arm. Good. Okay. Very nice. $2,000. All right, let's keep it going. Here's the $4,000 question. Who was the only survivor of the fatal car incident involving Diana, Princess of Wales? That, I believe, is her bodyguard. So I'm going to say A. Final answer. Definitely wasn't D. All right. It's going well so far. $4,000. Still have all 3 lifelines. Okay. Very good. 7 questions out of the way. Here we go now for $8,000. Question number 8. A megaton is a unit of explosive power equal to 1,000,000 tons of which explosive? I think it's TNT. So that's the one that I'm going to go with. Final answer. Alright, good. Wasn't overly sure about that one, but got it right. Okay, this is going really good so far. $8,000. Let's not mess this up. So far, this is just like the first game. Hopefully, it won't tumble as quickly as the first game. We are going for $16,000 now. Still have all 3 lifelines. Here we go. Russian-born American Igor Sikorsky is best known for which development? This is C. And this may not be something that I remember from this version, but it is something I remember from watching Kevin Olmsted play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on TV. He won the $2.18 million, $2,180,000. This was his $1 million question. The Sikorsky helicopter. I mean, it wasn't the exact same question, but it was about the Sikorsky helicopter. So I know that it's C. Alright, this is really going well. $16,000, 6 away from the million. I still have all 3 lifelines. I'm very proud of how this is going. I really, really hope that this isn't going to crash like really fast. 6 away from the million. We're playing for $32,000 right now. Let's see what the question is. Here we go. 9 straight without using a lifeline. Which country pulled its troops out of Iraq in July 2004? I'm not sure. Philippines, Pakistan, Poland, Portugal. My guess would be Pakistan, but it might be Philippines. I'm going to go ahead and ask the audience on this. I'm a little bit skeptical about trusting them. But we'll see. That's the Philippines, right? 44% say the Philippines. 22% say B. B is what I was thinking, but 44, that's twice as much as 22. I'll trust A. I'll trust the Philippines. Final answer. Yes! All right, there we go. Thank you, audience. That's excellent. Okay, this has been the best game so far. 5 away from the million. Still have the 50-50. Still have the phone a friend. Okay, guaranteed 32,000 no matter what happens in this game. We're going for $64,000 right now. Here we go. The sun is composed chiefly of which gaseous element? I need a second. It's either B or D. Hydrogen. Final answer. Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. I think the reason why I was having trouble with that is because I knew it was something that started with H. I remember learning that from my astronomy course. Wow, I can't believe what's happening right here. 4 away from the million, still have 2 lifelines. This is actually crazy. We're going for $125,000 right now. Which of these has the type called Mersham? I feel like I remember having this. It's either... I think it's tobacco pipe, but it might be hat. Do I want to play this safe? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's not horse saddle. I don't think it's mustache. I'm pretty sure it's tobacco pipe. So I'm going to have 50-50 on this. Tobacco pipe. Final answer. Yes! Didn't have the 50-50 there, but you know what? It's good just to be safe. That's $125,000. Okay, this is my... I've redeemed myself now from Game 2, but it's not over yet. I could still lose the same amount that I lost in Game 2. We're 3 away from the million. We still have to phone a friend. This is exciting. We are going for $250,000 for the second time this episode. Oh my gosh. A tiny circle over the letter A is the symbol for which unit of measurement? I can't remember. I feel like it's either acre or angstrom, but I just... This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna phone a friend. Might as well. There's a really good chance that they're not gonna know this. And if that's the case, I'm gonna walk with the 125. However, if they give an answer, I've never seen them give an answer in this game and be wrong. So if they give an answer, I will trust it. So basically, it's gonna come down to the phone a friend. I think it's either A or C. I'm gonna phone a friend. If they don't know it, I'll take the 125. If they give me an answer, then I'm gonna trust that. Here we go, phone a friend. What do you have to say? I can't decide if it's A or C. I'm gonna just take the money. I'm not gonna make that mistake twice in one episode. I can't. I don't want to do that. I really don't. Well, that was a much better game than the last couple. That's a really good final game to have. A good game to end on for this episode. So I'm quite happy with that. Very happy with that. So, I won $32,000 in games 1 and 2. I won $1,000 in game 3, and then $125,000 in game 4. So, that is a grand total of $190,000, which is only $1,000 more than I won in last year's anniversary episode. The only difference in today's episode is the $1,000 that I won in game 3. because last year I only had 3 games, and this year I had 4 games, and I had two $32,000 wins last year, as well as a $125,000 win, and that's what I had today, as well as the $1,000 win. So yeah, I won $1,000 more than last year's anniversary episode, $190,000. That is added to my overall total, and that brings it up to $62,333,442. So that is it for the 4-year anniversary episode. Again, this series will officially turn 4 years old tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, which is very cool. However, tomorrow is a Saturday, so yeah. But anyways, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you back here on Monday. I'm going to be playing more of the British Game Boy Advance version. I know I've been kind of all over the place lately, but now I will be back to playing the British Game Boy Advance version more consistently starting Mondays. So yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching. Have an awesome weekend, and I will see you back here on Monday. Peace out.